coach challenges a player to continue to round out his game.
MLB Network brings you baseball from North Central Texas as we get a look inside Globe Life Park. Yohander Mendez gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA, and it's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
First pitch, 7:07.
Now the 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Still shirt sleeve weather tonight. 78 degrees here at game time. Swung on and missed. That strike 2. Good hard sinker, but he lays off to even things at 2-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And there's one gone to begin the evening. With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan? So now up steps Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. He went 2 for 4 to close out Sunday's series finale. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hit out towards second. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. On to the second. Striding in, Darren James. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire.
The 1-2. Swinging a ball pulled hard down the line in left. That gets down, and the inning will continue. The relay. Throw won't get him. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here.
Up next for the Cubs.
Coming to the plate now, Ben Gamel. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. The set and the 1-2. A swinging
right
bunt out in front of the plate. Throw is in time, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as this side is retired. Coming to the plate now, Joaquin Torres. Yes, he'll get his first opportunity in this one. The 1-2.
Torres.
This is on the ground over to first. Oh, what a stop on the slide. It's in time. And that's a huge play. Stepping into the box, Darren James. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last two pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself at counts where he's likely to be successful.
Outside, 3-0 now. Ben Gamble would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
There's the danger of falling behind 3-0. You don't know which guys in the lineup outside the middle of the order are going to pull the trigger in a spot like that. He was one of them. 3-0, swinging the bat, aggressive hack, nice base hit.
And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. 1 for 2, including a double back in the first. The set and the 1-2.
Get here.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Cubs 3 and the Rangers 2. So next to the plate for Texas, Delino DeShields. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
DeShields.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's 2. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. There's 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Into the box now, Darren James, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far.
James.
From the stretch. Low for ball 1.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty, power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
And he misses low with it. 2-0.
2 balls, no strike.
This is skied out toward right. Mazara's under it, and that's the 3rd out. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. To the bottom of the 6th inning, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Stepping in, Rougned Odor. Already a home run and a double for him in this one. 3 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Rangers. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting.
Digging in once again, Darren James, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's set. Here it comes. Sent on the ground out to second. Esparza is there, and the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag. So striding in, Ben Gamble, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. The 1-1 home takes a pitch for strike number 2.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute to hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
Runner back safely. 1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. There goes the runner. Pitch outside. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Ready for another chance. Francisco Lindor. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop.
And it appears they're going to give him the intentional walk here, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone.
And this is the right move here. With first base open, take the bat out of this guy's hands every single time.
Ready for another shot now. Michael Conforto, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. He pulls this one into right. He's going. Go. And this is hauled in on the run as he takes quite a tumble but hangs on, and the inning is over. A final look at this tumbling catch out there in right field. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Into the box now, Nolan Fontana. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone.
Nolan Fontana.
Now the 0-2 pitch.
2-2-2.
Play to the right side of the infield. To second for 1. And nearly a double play. That was closer than I thought it would be, and the inning will continue.
Well, they really...
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Darren James. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Here's the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 offering. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. And another foul ball.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
A pause. And the 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Tried to get him out front, but it's a ball 1-2.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
And he strikes him out on a good pitch. So 1 run can win it as we head. Not a good turn.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
A 1-run finish, an 8-7 game tonight. MLB, the Yohander Mendez gets the starting assignment for the Rangers in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, one of the keys to this guy is throwing strikes. He's not a big strikeout pitcher. Only averages less than 7 strikeouts per 9 innings pitched. So he's more of a pitch to contact guy, and you'll know if he's on early. He needs to get quick outs early in counts.
And fellas, you take a look at this Rangers team entering play here tonight. It was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to clean up their recent trend right now, they're going to have to find a way for it to start on the mound. They can't go out like last game and allow a bunch of runs and not play sound defense behind them. Both those things are going to have to change if this team's going to get it going in the right direction.
With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. Head-to-head numbers with Yu Darvish. He has 7 hits in 36 at-bats. And additionally, he's got strikes 13 times. To his left, James. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Rangers set down in order. Still no score. Digging in, the switch hitter, Darren James. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
On to first, and there were 2 down. Stepping up to the plate, Darren James. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Absolutely scorched that base hit. Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up.
And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. James stands at second with no outs. Spin and a throw back to second. And a dive, but he's back in there. This is on the ground over to first. Guzman gloves it. Only play will be to the pitcher covering, and the runner will advance to third now. So a runner at third here with 1 gone. That'll bring up the switch-hitting shortstop and perennial MVP candidate Francisco Lindor. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. On the ground to third. Aller has it. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile, the runner is in to score.
And here with the infield.
Now at the plate, Darren James. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ball game. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead, make it 5-1. And now we throw. So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Nolan Fontana. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. On the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. Rangers threaten, but leave them loaded. And the deficit remains 5-2. Ready once again, Darren James. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. And with first base open, it looks as though they'll go after the next guy with the force at any base now in order and 2 men gone. Into the box now for the Cubbies, Ben Gamble, as he'll bat with the bases full and 2 men out. This is skied out toward right. Mazar is under it. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. Now to the plate, Nomar Mazar.
For the Rangers, the right fielder, Nomar.
The 2-2.
1-1-1.
There as this is hit on the ground towards second. James takes it in. And there's 1 down now. Striding in once again, Henry Aller. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Hey, not impossible, but highly improbable. Even when you're at home to score 3 runs off like this guy, they've got the work cut out for him.
Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Well, that's why you pay the closer big money, so he can come slam the door quickly when he has to. 2 pitches, 1 out, and that game's on ice. Well done.
Afternoon baseball now from the heart of Now batting, Darren James.
Leading
and as you
off
can
the
tell
afternoon
easily
for the
from the
Cubs,
splits, he's really struggled
the
away
second
from their home ballpark.
Darren
First offering on its way. Drilled on the ground to short. A dive, and he knocks it down. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single. And that'll bring up Ben Gamble, batting 300 for the series, 3 for 10.
Gamble.
Hey, I know everybody was on their toes right there from the pitcher to the defensive side. Leadoff hitters are known for this. Find ways to beat the ball into the ground and beat it out and get on base. Now they have to keep him in check. Let's see if they hold the runner close.
And another throw over. A dive, but he's back. And yet another throw over. And a dive, but he's back. And there he goes towards second, just keeping him close. And he is back safely at first, and that was almost trouble. Oh, and they've got him picked off. Thought about going for second, but instead now they've got him in a pickle. And a mistake here as he's tagged out in no man's land. Up next for the Rangers, Rougned Odor. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games.
The second baseman, Rougned Odor.
This is hit not all that hard out to second. Scooped up to second for 1, but 1's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. Stepping up now, Darren James. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Really doesn't matter which side of the plate this guy bats from. He hits very well. He hits right-handed pitching very well, swinging left-handed, and swinging from the right side against lefties. The numbers are quite the same. This guy flat out can hit from either side.
Fellas, this Rangers ball club, as they begin play, it was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, man, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, D-Row. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Into center field, line drive base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. And they'll hold that runner at third, so everyone moves up, and they remain loaded here with still only 1 gone. Digging in for his second at-bat, Ben Gamble. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at-bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
One there. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step.
They couldn't turn.
Standing in, Boone Jefferson, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers. Over 300 against right-handed pitchers.
And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Darren James. He singled his last time up. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. We're in the 4th inning of a 4-2 ball game. That's wide, 2-0.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
2 balls and a strike to count. Now the 2-1 pitch is in there for strike number 2.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. So now up steps Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Past battles with Kendall Graveman. He's just 1 for 6. Hit out towards second. He's got it. On to first, and the Rangers squander a good opportunity here as the side is retired. I think a few of these folks need to. Striding into the box, Darren James. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Comes set, and the 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Here it comes, 0-2. Lifted in the air to center field. Aparicio moves over. 2 down. In now, Boone Jefferson, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. On the ground to short. Could this be 2? There's 1. Relayed to Aguilar. The double play, and that retires the side. No runs on 1 base hit. 1 error in the inning and a man left on. Digging in to try it again, Darren James. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Hit well on the ground to first. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done.
As the sun begins to descend toward the desert floor, we welcome you inside. Robbie Ray gets the start for Arizona in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, listen, you don't.
Coming to the plate now, Darren James, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Well, guys, you take a look at this Diamondback squad as they begin play here tonight. They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this is a nice one. First game of a homestand. You played well on the road. You got a chance to grab a shower and sleep in your own bed last night. I bet you this team comes out on the attack today.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Marte giving chase. He's there and records the first down. With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Dero, what do you got in this lineup in the series? Now with the plate, Dewey, Cochran. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The windup and the 0-1. Toward the hole. It's flagged down deep in the hole. Throw over to Aguilar at first. Will take care of him to end the inning. Diamondbacks down in order. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Standing in, Darren James. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
The 1-0 home. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Throw into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
The right fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
To third.
Hold it right
Thompson
there. Hold it right
moving
there.
to his right. The tag gets one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. No runs on a hit, no error. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Darren James. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. He's set and the pitch. A ball and no strikes. Happ is off of first with 2 away. Hit high and deep out to left. Looking up is Marisnick. Gone! It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 6th home run on the season for him. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Oh, man, he got hurt. His second pitch since coming in, and he serves one up. A reliever's worst nightmare, and a big confidence boost to the lineup. Let's see if he can.
At the plate, Herschel Moeller. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Herschel Moeller.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Long throw to the plate. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders.
Settling in now, Darren James. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat.
And the shortstop is under it to make the play, retiring the side. Digging in, Ketel Marte. A hit in 2 tries for him so far.
Ketel Marte.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Digging in and looking for more, Jake Marisnick. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. To third, this could be 2. Right to him. A tag for 1 to Aguilar for the double play.
Well, he's about as steady as they come at the end of the game as he seals this victory right there. And this one has some extra added meaning. That's career save number 250 in his outstanding career. Congrats to him.
6 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. They left 5 men on base.
It's an overcast afternoon here in the desert. Taijuan Walker starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
First offering on its way, and he fouls this one off. Well, guys, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Cubs strand 1, and now the Diamondbacks will get their first turn. Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Darren James. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Hit sharply on the ground. Mondesi scoops it up. But the throw is too late as he gave it all he had, but that'll be scored as an infield single.
Hey, that's a heck of a job by the shortstop right there for him to range, at least get to that ball and show his pitcher with a diving stop. He's willing to get dirty all day long. Wasn't able to complete the play, but the effort was there.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Previously with Taijuan Walker, he's a .333 hitter. He's taken him deep once. And he won't have to contend with a throw as that misses for ball 4. First and second now to start the inning.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
The 3-1 pitch. Hit on the ground to third.
Go, 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 go.
To second for 1. On to first, and they get the double play. At the plate, Dylan Cousins. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Dylan Cousins.
The set and the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs. On to the bottom of the 4th. This game's tied at 2-2. Stepping into the box, Taijuan Walker. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance.
And not easy to do in today's game. High velocity, exploding breaking stuff. He executed that sac bunt.
Line, but speared on a hop. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Stepping in, Ketel Marte. Mondesi, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Ketel Marte.
Hit out toward second. Fielded cleanly. Throw over to Aguilar at first will take care of him to end the inning. Here's big Aaron Judge as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th.
Aaron
into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. James scoops it up, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Darren James. A hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. High and deep to right center. Marte going back on it, still going back. Gone! Solo shot to right center. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and it gives the Cubbies a 3-2 lead.
Yeah, and as we take a look at it on replay, you can see this thing was gone from the second it left his bat. A thunderous shot that dang near gave the pitcher a little whiplash. Challenged him with a fastball and lost big time.
Darren James will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of it.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Darren James, and he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. 0-1 pitch on its way. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Swing and a line drive into left field, a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. And he is in there.
He had 2 men on base, and he delivers a clutch 1-out double to bring 1 home and leave the other 90 feet away. That's what you want from everyone in your lineup, that clutch gene to deliver when it matters.
The next Cub up, Ian Happ, is coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
And this will get taken in at first for the second out of the inning. Into the box, Jesus Aguilar. He singled his last time up.
Again, just another simple single to the outfield would be a big one right here. Don't try and do too much. You know there's a potential base open.
And it appears they're going to give him the intentional walk here, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Now at the plate, Dylan Cousins. And with every base occupied, a big hit here could really put this one out of reach.
Hold right there.
In play to the right side of the infield. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the order due up. The Cubbies are in front, 7-3.
You can just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like...
Now from the windy city of Chicago, baseball from beautiful Wrigley Field. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series. Yu Darvish will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struck.
Stepping in, Darren James. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman, Darren.
Here comes the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Well, boys, we take a look at the Rockies' starting play here tonight. They've been in a serious tailspin of late, winning just once in their previous 10 games.
Yeah, Matty, you know as well as I do, we were down there today on the field. This team is kind of in a little bit of malaise. They need to find a way to snap out of it. Tough homestand, only able to squeak out one win. This is a huge momentum game for
Man, you
this
smoked
team.
that thing. Not a boy. Good
Dan,
job.
count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, Dero, of being able to get the barrel to the ball. And one of those guys.
And he'll dive back in. Runner goes for second. Don't want to forget about it. They put the tag on him, and he is out at first base. Now at the plate, Darren James. He reached on a single in his first try.
Darren James.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball one.
Fastball just inside.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
And the runner back safely. And again a throw, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Spangenberg leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Spangenberg's on the move. He swings and misses. Throw down. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throw down that results in a third out on the bases. We're back to Friday night baseball. So it's first and third with two away. And up next, the pitcher's spot. That'll be John Gray. 1 run, 5 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far.
1-1-1.
Second. Reined in. On to first, and the Rockies fail to cash in as that ends the inning. 2 left for Colorado, but they're up 1-0. Leading off the inning, Darren James, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Baseman, Darren James.
First pitch on its way. Too low, 1-0. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Dahl's in pursuit, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. So in now for Chicago, Darren James. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
0-2.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
A ball and 2 strikes. 3 runs already home here. Fastball well outside.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
And it's fouled away. Here now the 2-2. Is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has...
Striding in for the Rockies, Nolan Arenado, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Hard on the ground to second. He's got it. Throw over to Aguilar at first will take care of him to end the inning. Rockies forced to settle for 1. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. Cubs lead it 5-4. In now for Colorado, Charlie Blackmon trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And they'll just tag him out along the first base line. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Darren James. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. The 1-1. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. And boy, the Cubs have come to play, as this is good for extra bases as well. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. He has no prior history against this pitcher.
Gamble.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Cubs are on top 7-5. Here's Nolan Arenado. No career numbers to talk about for this matchup.
Nolan Arenado.
The 1-2. Hit ball to second. James fields it cleanly. On to first, and the Rockies are now down to their final out of the game.
Wow, what a week for these guys. Talk about firing on all cylinders. Winners of an amazing 7 games in a row. They say to never question the streak, and these guys aren't. They're just enjoying this ride.
7-5, tonight's final. Chicago jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back.
Tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 7 runs, 11 hits.
We are set to bring you baseball from one of the crown jewels of the sport, venerable Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, it's the second of this 3-game series between the Colorado Rockies and the Chicago. Eric Falk is the man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy has really struggled coming into this game, right? The league is hitting just under 300 against this guy. Something he really needs to improve on. And it'll be interesting to see if that trend continues in this start here.
To Aguilar for the double play. And a chance now to check out the visiting Colorado Rockies. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Yeah, keep an eye on Charlie Blackmon. His batting average is on the rise right now. And if you look at his last 10 games, you know why. He's hitting over 350 in that span. So he's found his groove. He's hitting just about everything right now.
These Rockies guys, they've been in a serious tailspin of late, winning just once in their previous 10 games.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today, you get out of the cab, and you watch countless hours of video, and you try and formulate a game plan to get this back to 500. 1-1 to start the road trip, and you're moving in the right direction.
One and one, here it comes. Hit hard to short. Story picks it up. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. So stepping in, Darren James. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. James Digs in at 6'2" and swings the bat from both sides of the batter's box. He was selected in the 15th round back in the draft of 2019. A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Up 3 down. Now in the box, Cy Chavez.
And in that last at bat, it makes you think this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball. He didn't miss it, hit it right on the screws.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Digging in, Garrett Hampson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Out towards second. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Now back to the leadoff spot from the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Darren James. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Really doesn't matter what side the plate of this guy bats from. He hits very well. He hits right-handed pitching very well, swinging left-handed, and swinging from the right side against lefties. The numbers are quite.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Darren James. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
All right, you're up.
And this one's in the dirt, and he nails him at third. Great throw. So digging in now, Robbie Macias. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Robbie Macias.
The 1-2. Flying toward right center. And that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, guys, that's a well-executed slider down and away right there. The batter just did an amazing job.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Trevor Story. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody, though, you'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Up next for Colorado.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now, trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. The 1-1 home. Shot on the ground is short. Backhanded. One there. Relayed to Aguilar. The double play, and that retires the side. So 3 runs on 4 hits. No errors and a man left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Colorado's out in front 10-3. Ready now, Darren James. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game,
Get there.
you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully. Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
The victorious Rockies, 10 runs.
Doesn't get much better than this. Afternoon baseball from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, the 3rd and final game in this 3-game series between the Colorado Rockies and the Chicago Cubs. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Martin Perez gets the assignment for the rubber match in this series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, you know, that 5th inning can be an awful demanding inning for a starting pitcher. It's kind of like Wednesday being the hump day during the day of the week. Every starter knows they have to go 5 innings to qualify for a win. He wasn't particularly good in his last one, taking the loss, and I'm sure he's hoping for a much better fortune in this one today.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball too high to start him out here 1-0. These Rockies guys, they do come in off a victory last time out, but they've really hit the skids here recently. Losers of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. A bouncer up the middle. Story scoops it up, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting line. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He's been productive at the plate in the series with 6 hits coming into this one. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. There's 1. On to first. A double play. So coming to the plate, Darren James. He'll match up with Blake Snell now to lead off the inning.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. One ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Popped up. Chavez moving to his left, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So with 1 gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And up steps Garrett Hampson to bat. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. High pop up. James is calling for it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Digging in now, Darren James, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Darren James.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch, but right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. Strand 1. So striding forward now, Robbie Macias. He singled his last time up.
Macias.
1-1.
Softly to the right. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Here's Nolan Arenado. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Digging in, Darren James as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Really doesn't matter what side plate of this guy bats from. He hits very well. He hits right-handed pitching very well, swinging left-handed, and swinging from the right side against lefties. The numbers are quite the same. This guy flat out can hit from either side. Right here, he's looking to get himself into a good hitter's count so he can take a rip and maybe give his team the lead. He certainly has the power.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses. Ball 2. Now the 2-1 pitch. Fouled off. Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Into the bleachers and gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center, and it's now a one-run ball game.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
At the plate, Charlie Blackmon. No career at-bats for him against this particular arm in the past. Here now the 2-2. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. To his left, James. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. Coming to the plate now, Darren James. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. Here's the first pitch. That finds the zone, a called strike. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage of it.
You know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Possible winning run on first, one man away. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there, the straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at-bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
Well, everyone was treated to a really well-played ball game.
Clutch hitting has not been a strength for this team, and their manager lets them know it.
There is rain in the area.
What's the play ball? P3!
Striding in, Darren James. He had a homer in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Now here it comes. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball one. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they entered play this afternoon. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, I know they dropped the first 3 games of this road trip, but you got to find a way to shower it off. I always said that when I left the field after I took that shower after the game, it's got to go down the drain. That game has got to go away. They find themselves in a new series right now with a chance to redeem themselves.
Weighing inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. Michael Conforto would be next. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
The right fielder, Michael Conforto.
Here's a look over to first. James is off at first with 2 away. A little roller toward the hole. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Second inning coming up in Chicago. And with more on the weather forecast, here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, it doesn't appear that we're going to get much of a break from this rain at all as the game progresses. However, I am also hearing that this rain is...
Stepping in for the Cardinals,
now
Albert Almora. He hit a
right
sac
fielder,
fly earlier.
Albert Almora.
0-1 count, and the pitch.
Up, up, up.
There's a swing and a high pop-up. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Stepping into the box,
now
Patrick Wisdom looking to put the
23.
ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Hit out towards second. James is there. And there are 2 away now. So striding in, Darren James. He drew a walk his first time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Ready for another chance? Michael Conforto. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. James, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Throw over to the bag, and he just manages to get his hand in. Here now the 2-2. Runners off for second. Pitch outside. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
The 3-2 pitch.
All right, hold it here,
towards first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. So 2 are gone now in the Cubs half of the third, and that'll bring up the former first rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Pulled toward right center field. On the run is Almora. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So they pick up a run. Into the box now, Patrick Wisdom. He was a ground-out victim last time up. 5 runs, 10 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. This will kick up against the wall now. He's in at second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score. Ready for another shot now. Darren James. He singled his last time up.
Darren James.
Here comes the first pitch. Fouled straight back. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all in the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order. Digging in once again, Darren James. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
First for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals, 9 runs.
And it would appear we'll see a pinch hitter here as he'll try to get something started with the bases empty and 2 away.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Darren James.
2 runs, 5 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Now a swing at a ball popped in the air back behind short. And Simmons will make the play here to retire the side. 3 up. Roberto Ozuna has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
The final line.
Now from the Windy City. Into the box now, Darren James, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, guys, anytime you start a road trip, first 5 games you start 1-4, you're just trying to salvage. Do the fundamental things right. Try and sneak out a couple wins, get on the plane, and get out of here.
The 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Gamble leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew working this one. Behind the plate is Eric Summersgill.
You know what, Dan? I'm always baffled when Eric Summersgill's behind the dish because he has a tendency to favor one side of the plate.
You know, that's one of the things I think pitchers get a little bit frustrated with the E-train at times. It's like, hey, if you're going to give me that inside quarter, give it to me, but don't keep moving the dish around on me all game.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep into the bleachers and gone. So a 2-run shot to left center. Home run number 9 on the year as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
You know, as a pitcher, there's nothing worse than getting taken deep, but it's something every pitcher has to deal with. Even the best pitchers give up home runs. You just have to refocus and go after the next hitter.
So in now is the Cardinals pitcher, Hunter Harvey. His guys still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Hunter Harvey.
Here's Darvish on 0-2. Put in play to the right side of the infield. Played on the backhand. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired.
We're just about set to go here as the Cubs come to bat in the third inning, and Chicago fans have been fortunate to watch one of the best.
Stepping up to the plate, Darren James. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
The windup and the 0-1. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet. I can't anticipate this going on very much longer. Yeah, and most guys that hit for the cycle can get a single or a double but struggle with the rest. Not this guy. He's already got the homer and the triple, so the hardest parts are out of the way. We'll see what the rest of the game holds in store.
Digging in the switch hitter, Francisco Lindor. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. Here's the 1-2. Swing, and he pops him up. Gordon is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great... One man gone for the Cardinals in the fourth. And into bat next, one of the fastest players in all of baseball, Harrison Bader. And he pops him up here on 0-2 as this is drifting toward the right side of the infield. James is there, 2 down. Now at the plate, Darren James. He's got a homer and a triple to this point in the game. First offering on its way. Ground ball foul down the left side. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Curveball. Swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Well, that rain is really coming down right now. It's raining cats and dogs. You got to make sure you don't step in a poodle. That's as hard as I've seen it rain all afternoon. Everyone, it's so much harder to concentrate when it rains.
And it looked like the fastball got away from him there.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing the bat at that pitch.
And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. Both teams battling the elements. Now to the plate, Darren James. He looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Got him to go up the ladder there for strike one. Driven the other way, but caught down at third. Pretty much right in the glove that time, and the inning is over. And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpen. Big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better. Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game.